What is going on, everybody? I'm Jabby Kuwait, joined by ACHARA Kirk.
What's up?
We have returned to Injustice 2 Dose. What's a tie for 2? Song. And so all endings, including all DLC. This is from TechnoZen Gaming. You guys, thanks so much for joining. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, please. Bell icon, all notifications, pretty please. Vote this up. Let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching while you're subscribing and upvoting. Subscribe to TechnoZen Gaming. If you could be so kind, there's a link in the description below. If you want to click on that, give the original an upvote, subscribe to him from there, or you can just use that link to watch that video instead of our reaction if you feel like doing that. Anywho, let's jump into this. Here we go.
Oh. It's not ending well for him.
We might have one of them.
Dang. Wow.
Epic.
Goodness. That would have made all the dinosaurs extinct.
It always reminds me of the head guy from,
Superman was right.
Ant-Man and the Wasp
needed to
Quantumania.
die, but I couldn't stomach the idea of Cal's return to power. Atlantis would not again be his vassal.
No.
With Batman beaten and his allies imprisoned, I couldn't muster the force I needed to take Superman down. I'd all but lost hope when my Marines discovered an abandoned insurgent base hidden in the Southern Ocean.
Oh.
Here, Lex Luthor had perfected his inter-universe transporter. From plans left behind, my scientists built a new device. Now I go and ask for the help of those I had fought. I must also ask their forgiveness.
Okay.
Who knows what awaits on the other side? A cat?
Wow.
My punishment of Brainiac's crimes had unintended consequences.
I felt like
His death disabled
this character was way too short-lived in the overall story.
Yeah.
I did not know they could be restored. Their deaths unleashed such rage. My Red Lanterns were overwhelmed. They drove me from Ismalt. They would have killed me if not for Proselyte. The emotional entity offered me compassion, not rage, in the face of my grave error. I now understand the emotional spectrum requires balance.
Wow.
My Red Lantern's rage must punish the worst offenders, but it cannot blindly consume those who deserve compassion.
That's an interesting
I
twist
love
for
that.
a character with that kind of a voice.
No, I love that because it's
He seems evil.
No, but it's really nice, you know, to just kind of be like acknowledging that all the emotions are on a spectrum, but also that, you know, sometimes when you make a big mistake or a grave error, you deserve compassion, and I'm so glad that he found it. But I paused because I wanted to ask you if you knew about the cat.
Well, they showed him in the story.
Yeah, but so I was reading the comments in that part and people were explaining the cat to me. I'm so sorry, I forgot his name. He has one of the saddest backstories you've ever heard.
Oh, I don't know it at all.
It's so sad. His owner got murdered or something, and then he was so full of rage that he became like a cat Red Lantern and took revenge on the people that killed her. And then he lay by her dead body crying. Like, oh, so sad. I want to see his ending. Where's the cat ending?
I feel like I'm being told the ending to The Time Traveler's Wife again, and it's making me want to laugh.
Stop. That was a very serious ending.
Okay. Go ahead.
Anyway, that's it. That's all I wanted to share with you. That the cat story is super sad, and I'm very interested in it.
Who would have ever imagined a
Backbreaking
single
again?
boy
Oh my lord.
born in a prison would survive to become humanity's savior?
I don't know.
I did. And now, the world is mine.
I love his accent.
So I
his
say
voice.
to all prisoners, rise! Come out! Kill your wardens! Make slaves of your guards! Teach them the meaning of despair!
Oh.
We have no more prisons, no police, no regime left to fight. Oh,
Oh.
No one left to fight. Any worthy opponent has already fallen. Dios
Oh
mío.
no!
Perhaps victory can be a prison. A possibility I never imagined.
Wow.
I didn't know we were going to watch this today. I just want to point out my shirt, which is inspired by The Dark Knight Rises. This is supposed to be Bane walking away with the Batman mask on the ground, except instead it's Link with the pot.
Oh.
Yeah, it's based. You never knew that?
I never knew that.
Yeah, this is based on Dark Knight Rises poster.
Oh.
Brainiac's attack left the world devastated. Thousands dead. Many more thousands homeless. When President Kane asked that I head up the emergency response, I couldn't refuse. The job's demands require that I leave the Justice League in Barry's and Hal's hands. Together they're molding the younger heroes into a force for good, unlike any Earth has ever seen. But I'm only semi-retired. Behind the scenes, I've been preparing for Superman's return.
Always at the ready.
Cal swore he'd escaped from the Phantom Zone. I'd be foolish not to take him at his word.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Very smart. That's like a very appropriate ending. Nothing really exciting there.
I returned to find Kahndaq devastated from Brainiac's attack. My beloved queen was dead.
Oh no.
I brought her broken body to the Lazarus pits, intent on her resurrection. But my entry was barred by Ra's al Ghul.
Why?
He offered a trade. Access to the pits in exchange for my aid in bringing him to power.
Oh shit.
Ra's admired Superman's regime, but felt it should have gone further. While I have no love for Ra's, I accepted his terms.
Interesting.
I would pay any price to again feel the embrace of my dearest wife.
Well, how would you feel about that move?
Should have just upgraded her. Just kidding. But also, I love the way he said Ra's.
I'd have loved to kick back and savor kicking Brainiac's ass, but I had to rush home. I didn't know if Connor had made it out of the invasion okay. Turns out, I didn't need to worry. The crazy stress of Brainiac's attack activated my son's metagene.
Looks like
If there's one thing you don't want to mess with, it's a scared, pissed off 3-year-old. With superpowers.
Yeah, no control.
Sure, I love that Connor takes after me, but raising him suddenly got a lot more complicated.
Yeah, that's scary. Can you imagine sending him
I'm
to
just
daycare?
glad to have people around that can help me and Ollie figure this whole thing out.
He looks like Dash to me.
Yeah.
Blue Beetle smiling.
I know.
Oh, man. Dude, I cannot even describe what it felt like. Sure, yeah, I was just the noob in the crew, but wait, you think I'd ever let Brainiac kill Batman and what, blow up the world? No manches.
No manches.
When it was over, Batman was all... The world is safe thanks to you, Jaime. I'd like to make you leader of the new Justice League. If that's cool with you.
Yeah, that's totally how Batman would
That
talk.
was a really tempting offer, you know? But if there's one thing better than saving Batman, it's saving mi familia.
Aww.
I haven't been around them much since I got to Scarab. So for now, I'm moving home and going back to school. And if this so-called normal life doesn't work out, there is always the Justice League.
So we actually watched Blue Beetle. We haven't put out a review for it. I didn't think people were interested because we watched it kind of late. You know, we watched it 2 days after it dropped because I didn't even realize when it was coming out. If you guys want a review from us on Blue Beetle, let us know in the comments, and we'll see about activating that power.
Otherwise, we're just going back to school. Captain Cold.
Going after the regime was one thing, but destroy the planet for Brainiac? You really thought I'd go through with it, Grodd? Really? F*** you!
Okay.
That's it?
Sorry,
No.
it's been a while, sis. I know I've always got an excuse, but this time I finally figured out the right way to honor your memory. I know what you're thinking. Old Lenny sold out. So what? I'm making sure the regime and Brainiac never happen again.
What would happen if he fought Mr.
Even
Freeze,
bury
you
the
think?
hatchet with old Scarlet Speedster.
Be an interesting battle.
Ironically, or whatever, He's the best partner I ever had. Besides you, sis.
Aw.
That's sad.
Oh,
With
that's a
9
nice
lives,
outfit.
it had to happen sooner or later.
Oh, hello.
I got everything I ever wanted, including a handsome prince and a badass reputation as the woman who beat Brainiac.
Best
And I must say,
ending ever.
I was bored to death.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
Bruce and
No?
I worked better when we were forbidden.
Oh.
When the masks were on and the claws were out.
Gotta love the dysfunction.
That honeymoon was over, so I did the best thing for both of us. I'm not sad. I didn't become Catwoman to bag Bruce Wayne. I don't ever want to rely on anyone but myself. I'll go where I want to go, take what I want to take.
You do that, sister.
And never, ever.
What do you think of
look
Ana de
back.
Armas as a Catwoman?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
I started trying to watch Blonde the other day.
Oh.
I had to give up, but she's awesome.
Hungry for his blood, I prepared to claim Brainiac. But the alien, desperate to save his life, sputtered out an offer.
I like her voice too.
Brainiac said that if I spared him, he'd deposit any of his collected beings I wanted on a world of my choosing. There, I could pursue them at my leisure.
Huh.
So now I hunt, free from Wonder Woman's interference. With each kill, I glorify the goddess. As for Brainiac, of course I didn't abide our agreement. I'd never given up on killing him.
Oh, wow.
A true huntress always catches her prey.
Yeah. Did you see that a moment ago? I caught that a moment ago.
No, yeah, I did, but I didn't know it was Brainiac's little shriveled brain.
Brainiac thought he had me all figured out. Said my humanity made me weak. But fighting for humanity gave me the strength to body that punk-ass Koluan. And before he dropped, I took a few things. His 12th level intellect and his ship's data core.
Upgrade.
I thought the internet was gigantic. But now, I've got the whole wide universe at my fingertips.
Wow.
First up, I put back every Earth city Brainiac stole, starting with my hometown, the Motor City. Then I keep going. Superman wants to secure one world, but I can reboot tens of thousands. Every last one in Brainiac's collection. Gonna be a long trip, but another benefit of my new 12th level intellect is I can reunite
What are the other
some old
11
friends.
levels?
Titans together.
Oh, nice.
So you brought everyone back.
Booyah.
Booyah.
Grodd used the damn nano-explosive in my head to make me his bitch. The jobs he made me do, well, let's just say they crossed some lines. I bet taking Brainiac and Grodd into the authorities would be doing another stretch in Bel Rev.
Oh, he's shooting him. I was like, was he taking
was
photos?
right.
What's going on? What?
Bruce Wayne even bankrolled getting rid of my TNT migraines.
I don't know why I
for
thought
good.
that. It's just it's a flash off camera, you know.
But God, was it worth it?
Oh, God.
With that nano safely out, I could finally see Zoe again. Last time I saw my little girl, she had 9 candles on her birthday cake.
Aww.
Now I got a second shot at being dad. I sure as hell don't plan to miss it.
That's sweet.
He needs to talk to the doctors who were trying to kill Ellie.
The Lords of Order believed Earth could
have the
be
crossover
saved,
with the
and
game.
only Brainiac's evil could restore order. I knew refusing the Lord's fate would anger them, and that they'd try to destroy me. Anyone else would have nowhere to run. Fortunately, I still have friends in low places. The House of Mystery guards the Helm. Zatanna and Constantine's spells conceal me from the Lords.
Oh, nice.
But it was John's daughter, Rose, who gave me the greatest gift of all. My wife, Inza, returned to life and in my arms again.
Well, that's cool.
For the first time since taking up the helm, I don't know what tomorrow will bring. And that is perfect.
Nice twist on the phrase, by the way.
What?
Still have friends in low places.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know Dr. Fate's story at all.
We worked our tails off to control our powers, but Stein figured out the only way to beat Brainiac was to lose control.
I correctly calculated that overheating Brainiac's engines would weaken him. But the quantum disruption we created caused an unexpected chain reaction.
Did you kill the Earth?
The skull ship exploded. And every city Brainiac stole from Earth was obliterated.
Oh no.
Metropolis. Coast City. All of them.
We thought we'd finally be the big heroes. The ones everyone looks up to.
But in our hubris, we lost sight of the hero's duty. Protecting others at all costs.
And we can't make that kind of mistake again.
But still, if you ever need us, Batman, we'll be here.
So they're stepping down until...
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they screwed up big time.
So much for heroes. Brainiac had barely hit the floor when the arguing started. Should we kill him? Keep him alive? I couldn't watch them go to war. Not again. So I ran. Into the Speed Force. Brainiac wanted the universe to himself, so I dropped him off at the end of history. But I still kept running. I needed to be alone. Then I heard a familiar voice. It was Jay and the other speedsters. A crisis is coming, he told me. But if we run fast enough, together, we just might save the multiverse. I thought I'd been running away, but I was running towards something. It's good to believe in heroes again.
You dropped him off at the end of history.
I know. I'm trying to make sense of that.
Well, it kind of just reminded me of Loki, to be honest with you. The
Taking down that
time
green
kind of thing. I mean, there's that area that was kind of just like a landfill of remnants of time and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess.
But the thing is, taking into account what I showed you from like the science videos and stuff, the end of history is just like nothingness.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's just kind of alone.
He's the king of nothingness.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
So, yeah.
And bastard got me thinking about the people of my Earth. My universe's Brainiac had never come calling. I had to warn them. By the time I got home, it was too late. My Earth was this close to being gone for good. But that's when the strangest cavalry you've ever seen rode in.
What?
It was a full-on multiverse Justice League.
Okay, the one in the middle, I believe, is the one from Russia, if I'm not mistaken.
They've been hopping between universes, battling Brainiacs in every one.
Wow.
I couldn't refuse when they asked me to join. I've seen what Brainiac can do. Nobody in any universe should have to face that threat again.
The in Superman Red Son, the Batman had like this kind of weird head thing that was almost like for keeping him warm. It was strange. So that's what that... I feel like that's the Batman from Superman Red Son.
The Guardians ordered me to bring Brainiac to Oa to stand trial. I was plenty happy to put a few thousand light years between that alien and Earth. After the trial, the Guardians dropped a bombshell on me. Sinestro was free, busted out of their science cells. A frontal assault on the Sinestro Corps was a no-go. Us Greens were still weak from fighting Superman's regime. That's why I volunteered to go undercover as a Yellow Lantern. To pass, I need to re-embrace my fear. But fear's an addiction. Once I've picked up that bottle, it's gonna be awfully hard putting it back down again. I just hope I have the will to see it through.
Oh, wow. It's a lot to, accept in order to save the world, I guess.
The befuddled look frozen on Brainiac's dead face is a vision I will always relish. Even as I ripped the head from his body, the alien couldn't believe that an ape was taking his life. I quickly mastered Brainiac's technology, exponentially increasing my telepathic power. Then I enslaved Earth's humans, finally relegating them to their proper
Oh my gosh.
place. But my victory over those vermin was only the beginning. Now,
we're still going.
Brainiac's vast powers, I am the greatest conqueror the universe has ever seen. All worlds will kneel before Emperor Claude.
I know it's probably stupid wishful thinking, but I think that for the villainous endings, I get the whole thing is to like honor that character if they won, right?
Yeah.
But because it's a superhero thing, I kind of want there to be, and then there was a mysterious figure that appeared from like some Superman from another dimension or something like that, and that's where you stop it, like to give the evidence or the clue that maybe it's not all bad forever.
Maybe there's some hope.
Yeah, exactly. There's a little bit of hope. But.
No.
But I guess if you're playing as that character, you want him to win.
You want to see the bad stuff happen, yeah.
Believe it, me bringing down Brainiac. Who knew?
Yeah, who knew, Harley?
Still, that surprised me, offering me a spot in the Justice League.
I would love to see that.
I'm totally sure he ain't crazy. Who says no to that guy? You know, being good feels good. But every now and again,
I was waiting for that.
every once in a while, I get this irresistible urge to go out and bash some heads! Hopefully being good will stick long term. Till I'm sure my kid Lucy's still gonna know me as her crazy Aunt Pauline.
Aww.
Maybe someday I can give her the real scoop.
So who's raising her kid? Was it Black Canary and Green Arrow?
I hadn't begun my day thinking I'd give a wannabe alien overlord a haircut. That was a happy accident. But what I'd first thought a distraction inspired my life's greatest work. I found Brainiac's collection. Those poor cities from across the universe, trapped aboard his ship. There was only one thing to do. I restored them.
Oh, really?
And gave Earth the reboot it so desperately needed.
It's gotta have an
wants a
ulterior
playground.
motive,
Together
yeah.
a crazy quilt of alien civilization.
Of course you did.
Without regard to rhyme or reason.
Okay, Nonsense City.
Afraid, confused, devolved to their basest instincts. They kill each other in the most sickening ways.
Oh, God.
And I get to sit back, munch popcorn, and enjoy the show. Watching as the world burns.
Okay.
So Joker's ending is he became like an evil SimCity player.
Yeah.
Of all the men I've charmed, Brainiac was the most useful. With his help, I finally slaughtered the so-called heroes. Then, I whispered in his ear, collect every last city on Earth, and I'll give you a kiss.
The kiss
and
of death.
he did. Every last city. I finally brought human civilization crashing to the ground. As for Brainiac, he got the kiss he deserved. But he was just a fling. After all, I was going to be busy leading the green. I should have known there'd be some competition. Swamp Thing's sympathy for humans makes him weak. The plants know I'm
I was wondering
their
about
real
Swamp Thing.
guardian. And when the leaves settle, there will be no doubt. This world is mine.
God, Scarecrow.
After studying Brainiac's blood, I tweaked my fear toxin to exploit his alien biology. And as I gained control of his shattered mind, I also gained control of his ship. I began to explore Brainiac's enormous collection.
He looks genuinely scary.
Soon realizing it was an unprecedented
Like
opportunity for study. Billions of species from millions of worlds, each with its own phobias and fears. Now, the Skull Ship is my laboratory.
Oh, gosh.
As it glides through the vast darkness of space, its collected beings are subjected to their worst nightmare.
It's like the perfect little experimental ground for him.
My knowledge grows. It may take decades, but I will become the universe's greatest master of fear.
He's like literally the worst therapist ever.
Brainiac's thing looks like a disco
Bruce
ball.
Wayne was my father, and it's no secret I hated him. But despite all that, he sacrificed himself to save me.
As a dad should.
Giving me the chance to stop Brainiac permanently. I was so obsessed with escaping the Bat's shadow that I never appreciated what that symbol really meant.
Was he gonna take out the mantle?
Not until I saw it stained with my father's blood.
We shall
My
see,
blood.
I guess.
This symbol is my legacy.
What?
A legacy of vengeance. My name is Damian Wayne.
What?
Son
Oh.
of Bruce, grandson of the demon.
Did this happen in the
I've been
comics?
called Robin.
That's interesting.
Nightwing. But from now on, the world will know me as
I like his like new costume.
Batman.
It's interesting. It's, like more gothy.
That would have been an interesting storyline for like
My
Robert
hands
Pattinson.
still shake when I remember Brainiac's collection of Krypton. I want to give the world he stole a second chance, but bonding with Brainiac's ship is too risky. I need a safer way to restore our cities.
You gotta take some
so
risks.
glad for the Justice League's help. Barry, Professor Stein, they've already taught me so much. Every day, we get closer to reversing Brainiac's collection process. When we do, we'll pick the right star system. What Brainiac ruined will be reborn. Argo City and Kandor, twin cities. Survivors. I couldn't save Kal-El, but I will save our people.
I hope that we get a Supergirl movie.
Yeah, I would love
I
a
vowed to
Supergirl
protect
movie.
the Earth, but to guarantee its safety, I need to expand my vision. Brainiac's ship is the ultimate weapon, but in my hands, it can be so much more. Millions of civilizations await rebirth in Brainiac's collection. I'll find the bravest and strongest warriors among them, and I'll start a new regime. No, a new legion. The Legion of Superheroes.
Okay.
With it, I'll bring peace not just to Earth, but to the entire universe.
It's got Lobos
and the universes that lie beyond.
Many throughout history have underestimated the Green. In this way, Brainiac was no different than Superman.
I'm a little bit underwhelmed by Superman's ending. Just slightly. I feel like they could have taken it further because they've taken other endings further, and I'm like, that one should have gone a little bit further. Almost like, with Batman and Catwoman, how she got bored after peace was found. It seemed like, okay, so he assembles this army for what? Eventually, you're going to cover all the bases, and then what's left? After you have maximum peace everywhere you go, or you just find that there are an infinite amount of universes, like, then what? You know?
I think it's also just because the ending of the game already incorporated an ending for him, especially if you do the dark ending.
That's
so it's like,
true.
how many endings does one character need, really?
Again, I just wanted like a glimmer of something because it's just like, okay, that's like kind of the predictable route. I would have something different, that kind of twisted at the end, at the very, very last second. Remember, like with Jax's daughter, Jackie?
Yeah.
It's Jackie, right? That's her
Jackie
name.
Briggs.
Yeah, Jackie Briggs. Like that twist at the end where it's like, whoa, like that just caught me off guard. And I keep looking for that in the heroes that I'm familiar with. Like what we got with Robin or Nightwing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's cool. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, that was really interesting.
Yeah. I'm just like a little bit disappointed by Superman. So I'm like, that's it? Come on, man. Like, give me something else.
They all thought they could improve upon nature. They all were wrong.
Yeah, respect the
Earth
green.
belonged to the Green for eons before animals evolved. Now, the trees and plants will remind these animals upon whose planet they reside. When the next crisis comes, nature will protect itself. I stand with the green.
Oh,
wow.
Green alone.
It's like a guardian angel of the green.
It's probably the most realistic ending.
Yeah.
Eventually, green will take
When
over the
Batman
earth.
tore down the regime, man's world called me a tyrant. My Amazon sisters disowned me.
Well, yeah, 'cause...
Then Brainiac showed Earth what a tyrant truly looks like. The people begged for deliverance, and I gave them Brainiac's head. Once again, it falls upon the regime to restore peace and order. Batman and the traitors who followed him will be punished, even Kara Zor-El. Then I will return to Themyscira and deal with my sisters. If they do not heed my commands, they will bow to force. So says Diana, Princess of the Amazons, Slayer of Brainiac.
Very cute.
Yeah. This whole thing has made me not like Wonder Woman that
I
much.
have many questions.
Well, it's
Where
this
did I come
version.
from?
I know.
Why am I here? Am I friend or foe? It is time to reveal the truth.
I'm Brainiac 5, a descendant of the original Brainiac, but without his homicidal tendencies.
Oh, okay. How nice.
In the future, people fear Coluans because of my ancestor. So I elected to come back in time and fix that. Now that I'm done, I'm going back where I belong. The
Wait
31st century.
a second. But if he kills
The
his
Legion of
grandfather, doesn't he
Superheroes will
die?
grill me for borrowing a time bubble, but all they really need to know is that I'm on their side and always will be. Long live the Legion.
I think you're overthinking it. It's not that. It's like you're dealing with
It's not that
superhero.
deep.
You're dealing
Okay,
with
fine.
superheroes and whatnot. Yes, you're absolutely right, though. I mean,
Isn't that called the grandfather paradox?
Yes, if it's a through line of like it's straight,
Yeah.
then yeah, that wouldn't make any sense. But if he created divergence in the timeline, then fine. But
Okay.
like it never really solves the issue, though.
I will accept that.
You know.
That I shouldn't think about it too hard. That's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of a broken idea. It's just to wrap up that in a sensible way.
That's fine.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Let's see where this goes.
The Coluan Brainiac was a genius without peer, but I am a god. I could not allow an errant intellect to steal the object of my vengeance. Superman refused to submit to my will, denied my conquest of Earth, and killed my son, Calabac. He suffered and perished, but not until I told him exactly what would happen after he died. Kara Zor-El proved quite resilient, but eventually, Desaad broke her. She is a powerful weapon, a natural leader for my new invincible breed of parademons, cloned from the DNA of Superman himself. Superman robbed me of my blood. Now, our score is settled.
Diabolical.
That is the will of Darkseid.
Wow. That was really dark.
That was quite a dark side.
Yeah, that was a dark side.
That felt good. Titanium composite hollow point bullets with a C4 kicker. Fastest, most explosive ammo in the world. I made them myself. With the invasion over, Bruce and Superman started fighting again. I wasn't down with either of them.
So did you kill them both?
On the one hand, the regime's right. Scumbag murderers and deserve to die. But on the other hand, I'm no fan of government authority, especially the dictatorial variety. So while the world's finest fight each other, I fight for the people.
Oh, good.
The weak, the innocent, anyone who can't protect themselves. When they cry out for a savior, I'll answer. As for the criminals who threaten them, they need to know that their actions have consequences. That the Red Hood is coming for them.
Nice.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Back in the day, this victory would have called for a party at Titan's Tower. The music, the laughter, the mustard with pizza on bottom. But these days, I have no party mates.
Okay, side note. In Batman vs. TMNT, all I wanted the entire time was to see Batman eat pizza.
Oh.
The entire time. Like, I'm just like, please let this happen. I want to see him eat
No, I mean,
pizza
there's
with
no
the
Batman
vegetables.
eating pizza here.
No, there's not. But like, it just reminded me of that. And I really enjoyed that film. You guys should check out that reaction if you get a chance.
Raven became a servant of Trigon. Cyborg, he joined the regime. Beast Boy has been missing so long, I must assume he is dead. Dick Grayson, he was my star-crossed soulmate. He will never be replaced.
Oh, poor you.
And now, all that's left is me.
And trash.
Last of the Titans. Dick would not approve of the moping. I only overcame the loss of Tamaran by coming to Earth and forging new bonds of friendship with the Titans. It is incumbent upon me to repeat history, to forge new bonds of friendship. Maybe they're not my Titans, but the only way I know to honor my lost friends is to make sure that no matter what, there will always be Titans together. After all, I beat Brainiac. That was a victory. And victories call for mustard parties.
That sounds absolutely vile. And I love mustard.
What's a mustard party?
On pizza?
Oh, you put mustard on the
Yeah.
Brainiac stole Atlantis. For that, I could have thanked him. But that wasn't enough. Arthur Curry's kingdom had to be wiped from history. Forgotten. Lost. As it should be. I found just the place, guarded by Earth's most savage predators.
Oh.
Once upon a time, Arthur Curry killed my father. Now that I've killed his kingdom, all that remains is to kill the king himself. Only then will I consider my father's murder avenged. Only then will I rest. And what of Aquaman? Does he come forward to avenge his own people? No. He hides behind an alien and an Amazon. Let him. It won't save him.
Really?
Compared to that alien freak Brainiac, these three will be fish for the slaughter.
Okay.
And when they're dead, the world can thank Black Manta.
I was like, you can't take out Superman, but then you can.
Brainiac's
because you took out
armor made
Brainiac.
him impervious to harm. From the outside, at least.
Oh no, did you go up
He'll
his butt?
survive this minor brain surgery. He just won't be able to control his explosive anymore.
No, I think he probably went up
Crisis
his
averted.
nose or something.
I can get back to searching for my missing mentor, Professor Ray Palmer.
No, is that what you were afraid of, that it went up his
Last
butt?
year,
Yeah.
Palmer dove headfirst into the microverse, a subatomic dimension he himself discovered. In case he got lost, he left behind a trail of clues and designated an asthmatic research fellow, yours truly, to follow them. That trail's gone cold, which is why I'm upgrading my biobelt with Brainiac's technology. It's my turn to go subatomic.
Oh, good luck.
I'm not the strongest or bravest hero out there. But Professor Palmer, he's an Einstein-level genius. He trusted me with his astonishing legacy. The atom. He's not going to let him down.
Wow, I like that he's like, I'm asthmatic. I'm not like.
I want to see his
strong.
story. I want
Yeah.
to,
When it comes to magic, even Brainiac has a lot to learn. He thought he could collect the power of the Enchantress, so I let him have it. And sure enough, the old witch ate him alive. It was over. Brainiac was beaten, but even more miraculously, the Enchantress was gone. After years of that witch feeding on me, torturing me, corrupting me, I'm free. No more aliases, no
Another
evil
realm.
alter
Yeah.
egos. I can just be June Moon.
That's cute.
I got my old job back at the design studio. I even have a date this Friday. Piece by piece, I'm rebuilding my old life. Once I've...
I know.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Yeah. We knew that was coming.
June. Did you really think you could dispose of me so easily? Brainiac's collection was a revelation. You and I have been thinking far too small. Why corrupt one Earth when we can bewitch all 52?
52.
Well, shit.
It's an infinite amount of Earths.
Yeah.
I arrived in this realm accidentally. Driven here by magic unleashed as I forced Kotal Khan's retreat from Earthrealm to Outworld. I was seeking a route home when Brainiac attacked. I could not allow this vile invader to add this planet or myself to his collection. In gratitude for my flawless victory, that man offered the Justice League's
That took me a second.
While I waited on him to unlock the magic of inter-realm travel, I provided valuable combat training to the youngest members of his order. But the spells that were devised went awry.
Oh no.
Instead of opening a portal to Earthrealm, they opened a gateway to the Phantom Zone.
Oh.
Now, I fight to re-imprison Superman and his followers.
Oh, that was a big whoopsie.
They would not have been freed, but for my accidental arrival in this realm. I am now duty-bound to protect it, as if it were my own.
So just restart it, huh?
Yeah. It was like, oh dear, we've let everyone out. Oh, that was a cool raiding outfit.
Though I had defeated Shinnok, his corruption
cool that they brought
of
back the
Earthrealm's
voice
Jinsei
actors.
had
Yeah.
cracked the barrier between my realm and this one. I began having visions of Brainiac's collection of this Earth. I realized that Brainiac's actions would soon destroy the barrier among all the realms. All life would be annihilated. With Brainiac dispatched, I tended the injured. His wounds too great. Kent Nelson could not be saved.
Oh, what's new rated?
But as he died, he warned me. The Armageddon I had foreseen was the design of the Lords of Order. By destroying reality, they would return the multiverse to a perfectly ordered state, obliterating chaos. To defeat this powerful magic, the Justice League turned to this Earth's most proficient wizards and sorcerers.
This is exciting.
I gladly accepted the invitation to join them. The Lords will be contained. Order and chaos will remain in balance. Life as we know it will continue.
Interesting.
I love a bit of magic. I feel like I want to read Constantine now. I love Hellboy as
Somehow
well.
Brainiac shanghaied me on a slow boat to this universe.
Yeah, this is
Big
cool.
dreams about me being in his collection. Guess what I thought about that idea?
Is that Ron Perlman's voice or
Taking
not?
Brainiac out certainly got folks' attention. I got a lot of offers to stick around, but I got bored quick. Megalomaniac villains and tights-wearing heroes really aren't my thing. What's it they say? Home is where the heart is. But when I got back, things just weren't the same. The Bureau felt too small. It was time for me to hit the road. Africa was totally the right call. Wide open spaces suit me. Clean air, starry skies, and, not surprisingly, more than a few monsters to hunt.
Okay.
All in all, makes for a pretty good life.
Better not be killing any wildlife, though. Oh. Really?
So you're like totally wondering where we vanished off to, right?
It was Krang, Mikey. He sent... They might not know who Krang is. Johnny?
Sure, Leo. Krang is a Neutromian criminal turned intergalactic despot from Dimension X. He's known...
Yeah, what he said. Anyway, we're the biggest heroes in our universe, right? That's why Krang tried booting us to Dimension X, to make way for his invasion.
But instead, we ended up on a different Earth. Way awesomer! Krang sent us across the multiverse to a universe vibrating on a unique frequency, which is a macrocosmic constellation of...
Enough with the technobabble, Donnie.
Chill, Raph. Anyway, it shouldn't have surprised us that this new universe had its own intergalactic despot. We knew we had to stop Brainiac or else we...
Just skip to the best part, bro. Once we whoop Brainiac, I asked that kooky clown lady where to get a good pizza, and she's all, "Let me get you Toidles the super salty pizza." I swear on my life that pizza was the scrum diddly.
Krang thought he did this, but in the end, his whole plan backfired. The super salt on Harley's pizza, edible nanotech called 5U93R. It temporarily augmented our physiques and durability.
Oh, wow.
Plain English, we became Ultra Turtles.
Oh.
Krang didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, you could say this little adventure gave our turtle power one shell of an upgrade.
Mike,
that was so lame.
Epic fail.
Even Shredder's
Are
funnier
you
than
serious? That was terrible.
Whatever, dudes. That was funny.
The only thing I didn't like about that last one was the turtles don't have any like eyeballs. It's just white, like Batman's eyes.
Oh.
And it just makes them look scarier. I don't know. I'm just used to them having eyes.
Oh, I didn't mind it. I think I just enjoyed like having turtles and then also, you know, just all the different voices. I thought it was cool that we got all four of them, not just one. Because at first I thought we were only going to get Leonardo. Yeah. But I was glad that we got all four. And I enjoyed in the last two with Hellboy and with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that they had a different animation style, like a different illustration style to them. Mm-hmm. It was really fun.
I didn't even know that, or I forgot that you can play as Leonardo in Injustice. And I was just kind of marveling at him in the select screen and just seeing him breathe and look real like that. I enjoyed this look just because it kind of resembles what I grew up with. Well, I enjoyed this look more than what we got with Michael Bay. And I haven't. I have yet to see the new Ninja Turtle animation film.
Very soon we'll be watching it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I think it's like a nice compromise because you've got like the cute little like that head, which looks like the 1990s TMNT.
Yeah.
But then the body feels a little bit more like the Michael Bay one, but like not quite as like.
Yeah, not quite as big. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
well, for the new one, they went for the Into the Spider-Verse kind of vibe, and so they had to change the look to suit that.
Yeah.
And I just kind of wish they stuck to this, you know, the classic look. But that's just me being selfish. Like I would have.
It's you and your nostalgia, you know.
I just want them to speak to my nostalgia. I don't care about the kids. I just
Screw you, children.
Exactly.
The next generation.
I'm paying for the ticket. Like I want to see the way the turtles looked when some kind of form of like how they looked when I was growing up, you know? It was really nice in the original trilogy. I liked all three. Shut up. Okay. I liked all three of them. I thought they were so much fun. I watched the TV show when that was out. I just like that classic look. It's simple, it's nice, you know,
Yes.
and you can see their eyes.
I get it.
So
Stop being a curmudgeon, Jabs.
yes. But anyway, yeah, this is cool. Like I said earlier, I wish that with the characters that I'm most familiar with, I wish that they kind of went deeper. Like I really enjoyed the Joker's ending. I thought that was so random, but it made so much sense.
Oh, yeah.
That the Joker would go there. You know, even though it was just a reset, I liked Sub-Zero's ending. I thought that was so interesting.
Mhm.
That he's just like, oh, great, snafu'd that whole thing. Now I got to do it all over again. I remember Catwoman, like that was an interesting. You're like, I love this ending. And
No,
then
I
it
did,
just-
and then it changed, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, but it totally makes sense because like the whole function of their relationship is the toxicity, right?
Well,
And-
there's a tension in the toxicity.
yeah, and sometimes that happens when like if you have a relationship between two people who are addicts, for example, like whatever type of addiction you might have, when one or both start getting better,
Mhm.
sometimes the whole relationship can fall apart, which
Mhm.
might seem surprising because you think, oh, when both parties are doing better, like mentally, like individually, surely their relationship will be better.
I guess Batman's ending is just like
The ending.
the actual ending. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just interesting that they kind of brought that up.
I liked Bane's ending early on. I thought that was kind of neat. Like because there's sort of this sorrowful element to the whole thing. He's like, he did everything, and he's like, oh, but there's nothing left.
Yeah, sometimes when you get everything that you want, you realize, like, actually, the struggle was the most fun part. Like, the journey is the most fun part, not always the destination.
That's why Joker would refuse to kill Batman.
Right, because he gets it.
Like, because there's the game of, like,
yeah,
exactly. The ending with Adam I thought was cool, because I don't know too much about his character, and I'm so curious. And so to know what his struggle is, and to know that he's like, he doesn't even see himself as like one of those apex predators in terms of like the superheroes, right?
He doesn't think of him as like an A-class hero.
Yeah, and he's very well aware of where he sits with all that. But what little I played with him, I just like, this is such a cool guy. I want to know, I want to see that explored, you know? I made the mistake of thinking that he was in the, not Shazam, the Black Adam film, because the design and all that looks similar, but it's not him. I was like disappointed that it wasn't him. It was cool to see Raiden back again, especially because like while I'm excited for MK1, okay, like do not get it twisted, I'm very excited for it. I'm going to miss Raiden's voice.
Yeah,
you know?
and his old look as well.
And his old look, exactly. Yeah. Harley Quinn's might have been the most interesting. I think that what this game is teaching me, with like watching these endings, and it might be a byproduct of getting older and just getting hit with so much like superhero stuff in cinemas and you know whatnot. So I think ever since Daredevil, I've been gravitating more and more towards the street level people, right?
Yeah.
And just because there's like this kind of grounded element to the whole thing, and with Harley Quinn, that really shines through. Like, she's got flaws. And she's aware of that. Yeah. Yeah. She's kind of this unpredictable wild card in a way, but she has something at her core which she cares about, which is her child. I wasn't even aware she had a kid. I didn't know that. Yeah. And the idea that there's like this goal of like someday I will be able to, I really liked that a lot. No, I mean it's really interesting, and I think it like you say with the, what do you call them? The street level heroes, like there's more relatability there because they still have to live their lives, and you know, they have their connections and relationships with people in their everyday lives. And I mean, I feel like that's something that you can kind of understand, like wanting to feel good enough to let your child know that, hey, I'm not just your crazy aunt. Right. I am literally your mom. Yeah. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I'm Jabby Koi. This is
ACHARA Cook.
Peace out.